Hi, everyone. This is Mary Kurek with Frontrunners Innovate. And if you are one of our regulars, and I hope that you are, you will know that what we love to do is to bring to you people who are solving the world's problems, that are doing big things out there to make the world better, to change people's lives, and maybe even save people's lives. We have a wonderful human being with us today that has that very big heart, that is really doing some wonderful things out there in the area of youth development and some other areas, I think. We will get into that. We want to introduce to you Ambassador Dr. Hassan, and I'm going to really mess up your name for you, Rengou Mfouakie. Did I get that anywhere close to being right? Ambassador, do you hear me?
Yeah. Thank you very, very much.
Did I get that close to being right?
Mary?
Yes. I think there.
Yeah, I can get you. Can you get me?
We're going to have some difficulty with Zoom because of the distance between us. Ambassador is in Cyprus right now, and so we're going to have a little bit of maybe some interference with static. But the ambassador is the founder and CEO of the World Youth Summit, NPC, and does a lot of greater good sorts of projects that include founding the Association of African Future Leaders. And so it's all about the youth development and the youth of the future, I think, with this gentleman. And so we want to find out a little bit about his background that brought him to this type of work first. So our young Cameroonian ambassador, would you share your background a little bit with us, and then we'll bring us up to speed with what you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity, Miss Mary Kurek. It's a great pleasure and an honor, why not, to sit in front of you today to have this wonderful dialogue and interview. My name, as you said, is I was born Hassan. So Hassan is the name that they give to twins. So my mom always used to say, yeah, you were supposed to be a twin, because Hassan always come with Hussein. This is for Muslim, Muslim names. They only give, Hassan and Hussein when they are twins. So I was born in a kingdom in Cameroon. I was born in the village called Bangambi in the Bamoun Kingdom in the west part of Cameroon. I grew up in Cameroon till I was 20 years, and then I left my country. It has been 7 years now that I left, and I haven't returned yet, but I'm still planning to return very soon. Yeah, so I studied, my background is electrical engineering, but I had to say to that I'm sorry, I really want to do what I love. Yeah, so I dropped my electrical engineering journey as a technician. Then I moved to everything regarding public speaking, regarding communication, because it is what I always love to do. So I was born in a family, a polygamous system. My dad is the father of the king, and he got 2 wives. And my mom was the first, but she passed away like 7 years ago. May she rest in peace. Yeah, she got 9 children, and 1 died before her. Yeah, so we are 8, and we are all grown up. We are all intellectuals. Yeah. So we all grown up, and our last born, she's I think her final year of high school. So we love school. We study a lot. And we are in all spheres of studies. You will find my grandbrother doing like law. Another one will be doing mechanical engineering, and I will be doing this. Yeah, so we are kind of diverse in our family. Yeah, I miss them so much. Since I moved to northern Cyprus, I integrated myself. It was easy for me because I was Muslim. I will say that I'm not discriminative. And my name also was a Turkish name because I'm living in the northern part of Cyprus. So it was so easy for me to get integrated. When they say, Hassan, where are you from? I'm like making the joke, I'm from Turkey. They are like, wow. So I learned easily the Turkish language. Yeah, I'm very good at speaking many languages. I'm speaking 5, by the way. So I learned the language, the Turkish language very fast, and I integrated myself very fast in the system. know, to start impacting the life of people out there who really need to be heard, but can't be heard because they don't have a voice. Yeah, I start standing for them. And this started since when I was still in my country, because I used to be a teacher, a religious teacher. I was teaching in a religious school. Yeah, I was teaching Quran. It's the sacred book. I was also teaching about Islam, yeah, to young people every Saturday and Sunday. Then I started teaching people in my community, and then it grew, till when I reached here, I founded Akagem. The Akagem was the association that the aim was to regroup young African women living in Cyprus and who are not having a way, but they want to be heard and they want to be seen. So I created that organization in 2014 to give the visibility to young African ladies who are living in the island, no matter what they do. Yeah. So the organization grew. It was so great, but it was interrupted along the road because we were not able to register it officially because of Northern Cyprus not being recognized internationally. So from there, I founded any other organization that we are going to be talking, very soon.
Okay.
I am Leo, by the way. I was born in 19 August 1993. I'm 28 years of age. And I'm single, as you said. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're not Match.com, but we can.
I love cooking, by the way. I love cooking. I learned it from my mom. And I also love basketball, and I gym a lot. And I take care of my health, by watching what I'm eating. Yeah, so that's a bit about me.
Yes, that's perfect. I mean, that's probably one of the best overviews of any human being I think I've had. That's fantastic. Thank you. That's a rich background to bring you to where you are now, and it's a little diverse in that you went into one direction with the electrical engineering part and did a total turnaround, got some teaching under your belt and taught something that you were passionate about, and then started organizing people who did not have a voice into, where you're at today. So talk to us about the organizations that you're seated with now and the activity that, that's going on right now within them.
Thank you very much for your question. Everything started in 2016. It was a very tough time for me. I remember I dropped from university just after the death of my mom. Everything was not going very well. So I was isolated on my own. And I can say I didn't want to open myself to my family anymore. I was kind of very sad because it was just 6 months that I traveled abroad and I lost my mom and my sister again. So it was a tragedy, Then I saw these networking opportunities online, and I said, why can't I just get involved? Because it is something that I love. I love public speaking. I love speaking about things that I know. I love sharing as well. And I was a teacher, as I said in the beginning. So I traveled to Thailand. And my story to Thailand was kind of very interesting one. I traveled from Turkey to Thailand with $10 bills. So this is a journey that I'm going to write it in the book someday.
I was going to say, you need to write a book.
Yeah, and it is that journey that opened the doors to me, that opened everything to me. So I always encourage the young people to grab any opportunity that they see, and they just go for it, because we don't know where, we don't know where the lucky door, is to be found. But you just need to lock it. You just need to knock it till you find the lucky one. So I traveled from Turkey to Bangkok, Thailand. That was in 2018. I was sharing a committee there called United Nations Environmental Program. I was the director of the committee. So we were doing what they call the model United Nations. Like, we were doing a simulation of the United Nations. So there, the young people are learning the fundamentals of the United Nations. They are getting used to the SDGs. So those days, the SDGs was not that very viral as it is now. So we were just starting, to tell the people, the young people, to get involved and know what are the SDGs and how they can take efficient action in supporting the United Nations achieve the goals, before 2030. So when I come back from Thailand, I came back so loaded with a lot of ideas. But where I was living was kind of very problematic for me because they won't just, like I said, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna make something. So I made some phone calls with some colleagues, some friends who became colleagues later on that I met in Bangkok. So I called them, I said, why don't we organize something different? Something that does not just limit itself in modeling the United Nations. There's something more practicable, something that the young people can feel that they are contributing and they are doing something for their community and for the world to be better. They told me that, Hassan, what? I said, why don't we organize a summit that regroup everyone from every corner of to say something about a particular topic that we're going to be discussing. They said, okay, we need to from others, just like you used to find a domain name when you are creating your website for the first time. So I proposed the World Youth Summit. After we proposed a lot of names, we came out now with the World Youth Summit. I remember I was the first to say, check World Youth Summit if you find something related like that on the internet. And fortunately, we didn't find anything related to World Youth Summit. And that is how we ended up organizing the first edition of World Youth Summit in Northern Cyprus under the patronage of the president of Liberia, that I'm thanking so much. He sent the Minister of Youth and Sport to support the event. And we also received the Goodwill Ambassador from Kosovo, Elvana Shala, who came also and graced our event. It was a 3-day event, and we received more than 70 youth coming from all corners of the world, like Europe, Asia, Africa. It was just so great. Like I'm shaking as I'm speaking now because it was my first time and I was seeing this coming through. My aim was not just to organize the event. My aim was to regroup these young people and have them networking and have them speak their mind and propose something so that we can change the world and make it a better place to live. So after the summit, my friends were like, Hassan, the summit is over. And then what? I said, I'm not stopping here. We are going to shake the world. So we organized the second World Youth Summit in South Africa. This one was a huge success. We received more than 200 young people from across the globe, and we were backed and patronated by the president of South Africa that I'm thanking so much. He sent 3 ministers to come and represent him during the summit. It was really great. We got the United Nations on board. We got the African Union on board. It was really great. And the summit was very, very fruitful. And they got an amazing experience. I mean, them delegates. So it is from the second edition of the summit that we got created. So we met this beautiful and very great lady called Dr. Kumwe Ambassador. It is a lady I'm very grateful to. She's the one that opened the door to me, and I'm very thankful to her whenever I'm going. She's always backing me as a mom. She's always saying, you are my son, though you are taller than me, but you are my son, and I will always, and she's not old, she'll be celebrating her 40 years. Yeah.
Oh, I want to know her.
On the 30th.
Get to know her.
Yeah. Her name is Ambassador Kumwe Sile. Yeah. So she is the one that helped me to create and register legally the World Youth Summit, and it became World Youth Summit NPC for non-profit company. So that is how we got registered in South Africa, and that is how we start growing. And she asked me one day, Hassan, you have been in Turkey, in Cyprus, in South Africa, you even went to Ghana and Dubai for your summit. What is the aim of this company? I told her that the aim is to encourage the young people around the world, particularly the young people from privileged area, to achieve intellectual independence and financial freedom. She said, Hassan, if it is really this your aim, then I'm going to be with you forever till you achieve these goals. I say, yeah, thank you so much. So that is how we started with World Youth Summit as a company, and that is how we have been growing. We are now represented in more than 40 countries across the globe, and we are having a strong advisory council made of very great humanitarian people, very well known across the world. And that is how we have been moving forward with all our programs. We got a lot of projects on youth development, on we got incubators program, we got mentor mentees program. All these programs are to develop the young people and encourage them to achieve intellectual independence through quality education and financial freedom through developing of their entrepreneurship mindset. Yeah, so that is how the World Youth Summit journey was made up. And then after in December 2019, I came up with a concept only for African people, seeing Africa being the youngest continent in the world and seeing African having the youngest population. These young people sometimes are victims of unemployment. So how do we encourage these young people? How do we deliver them from these problems and challenges that they are facing every day? So we created the Association of African Future Leaders. So that is how it was born. And we registered this organization in South Africa as well. So I'm kind of son of South Africa, but I'm kind of also a citizen of the world because I identify myself to be the son of wherever I am. Yeah, so the Association of African Future Leaders.
Too, okay, so I'll claim you.
Yeah. So the Association of African Future Leaders is only focused on the African Union 2063 agenda. So we are working together, with the young people to help the African Union to achieve their goals before 2063.
Fantastic. You are one busy fella. When is the next World Youth Summit? Have you got that figured out, and where would that be?
Yeah, we are hosting the World Youth Summit 5th edition in Nigeria, Lagos. That will be on the 20th to the 22nd of August, that you are even invited, of course. Yeah, so that will be in Lagos, and we are supported by barrister Mr. Musa Danjuma, that I'm thanking so much. So he has been supporting us to host and make it a reality and make it an exciting event in Nigeria. So the whole Africa and the whole world is going to meet in Lagos this year. But before that, right after that, we'll be hosting the Global Reset Forum. And the Global Reset Forum is the new normal. It is something new. It's a concept that we want to take control as young people. When the charter of the 2015 came with the SDGs, I believe the young people were not that involved. So it is time for the young people to review and analyze again critically the agenda of the United Nations 2030, taking efficient action on the SDGs and start implementing it. So it is all about the Global Reset Forum. We are resetting the world as young people. And the event will be, it is in full support by the Embassy of Djibouti in Turkey and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Turkey. So the event is going to be held from the 10th of September to the 12th. So those are already events that we are looking forward to, to execute.
So how do youth register for the World Youth Summit that you're planning in August? Is there a place that they can go?
You just need to go on our website.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is on our website, www.worldyouthsummit.org. There you will find all the information that you need about us and the upcoming events. Yeah. Okay,
we'll drop that in with this interview, both on the YouTube and also on our website, our media platforms, so that we'll have that. Because I did want to get that out. I'd love for us to be able to figure out how to do some live streaming stuff with what's going on in Lagos. And I have a business partner in Nigeria, so this is awesome.
Thank you.
So, this is perfect.
We are looking forward.
So how do you, and we talked about this before we went on air, but I want to bring this up again. How do you create, this is more than just a nonprofit organization or an NGO. This is like what you called it, a business. It's like a company. So how do you run this in a way that supports itself, that sustains itself? Is it through the registrations? How do you do that? Because you're such a humanitarian. You said it's not about the money, it's about doing the good. I totally get.
I made when you said, how do you do this? Yeah, because I always do this ahead because I want to be truthful. The people that work with me always, they trust me because of my truthfulness when it comes to me committing myself in doing something. I always put my best on it, and I always make sure that I achieve it and make it the best. Yeah, well, World Youth Summit NPC actually currently as we're speaking, we are running ourselves by ourselves. I will say this is so unfortunate, seeing a youthful organization, a youth-led non-profit organization, still struggling in, fetching resources from the pocket of members, to make things moving forward. But we don't mind, because we know that we will always, maybe in the future, find some philanthropists and donors who really believe in what we do and who will support us. We have great projects. We have sustainable projects. We have the Institute of Agripreneurship. It is a school that we want to build in Africa. And this is a sustainable project that can attract angel investors. We have the YATEC, the Young African Thought for Economic Growth, giving the opportunity to the young people of Africa to bring innovative ideas which will help boost the economic growth of the continent. This is a sustainable project. We have many other programs and projects that are touchable, palpable, that are implementable. And we are just waiting for the right philanthropists or the right donors or even investors to notify us that, okay, we have seen what you guys are doing and we want to work with you. So for now, we are self-running, and we are still expecting to meet these angel investors and donors and philanthropists to help us make the community, make the world a better place to be.
Talk to me about the Institute for Agripreneurship. Is that in program form right now, or is that already operational?
Well, the African Institute for Agripreneurship, it is a project that we are already working on. We are working on through the collaboration of the government of China and Africa, but we haven't involved the government of China yet. But the investors from China are mostly from China. So we are opening a branch, a legal branch of World Youth Summit, which will be called World Youth Entrepreneurship. It will be based in China, Beijing. And from China, we're going to be bringing investors to Africa to, accordingly with the program that we're proposing to them. So we are already in contact with the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini. So I was early discussing with the senator at the parliament of the Kingdom of Eswatini. We sent a letter to the Prime Minister to tell them that, look, your country has been amazing. Your country is known for peace, and you guys got wonderful land. It is time for us to invest so that we can help the community, we can help the young people. Bringing a school that will train the young people on agriculture and entrepreneurship is the best thing African can ever wish for. So, because we believe Africa being a big land with too much natural resources, agriculture is one of the key factor, one of the key factor of success that can bring Africa up. And if we don't just limit on agriculture, but we also train the young people in entrepreneurship, they can be able to produce anything from agriculture and then try to trade it using the entrepreneurial mindset. So that's why we are bringing the School of Agripreneurship for African people, to deliver themselves. So we are counting on having partners from all over the world to help us make this dream come true.
Okay. I centered on that because I may have someone that would be of interest in getting involved in that project. But also, we just interviewed a young man in Eswatini, and who started a major effort in greening up the planet there. Wow. And he has ties to the United Nations. I think he would be somebody that you two, the two of you would. That
would be very great. That would be very great.
He's boots on the ground there. He's there.
Yeah.
So and has some influence with young people there and businesses as well. So this is great stuff. You've got a lot on your plate. So let me just ask this: other than the summit and all these, moving parts that you have, all these programs, is there one thing that's moving ahead for you that you want to make sure that you share with people that maybe is a little bit further out than this next year? Is there a project, a program, something else that's coming up, a larger maybe event with people, or maybe a book? We talked about that. You need to do a book.
We are having this program.
What else is happening?
We are having this program that I really wish to make it come true, to make it a reality. Why? Because I'm very serious about this one. Because compared to other countries where I've traveled many countries. Compared to other countries in the Occident, in the Western or Eastern part of the world, sometimes government give an ear to the young people, to listen to them, to give them a platform to showcase their talent. Because young people are very, very, very smart. They got wonderful ideas. They just need to be heard because they got talent and they are not given an opportunity. They used to find themselves leaving their home country to go abroad, to sell that knowledge there for cheap, while they can stay in their country and do something good. So this project, it is all about the environment. It's all about restoring our ecosystem. I don't know, you'll be wondering that, Hassan, why? You are touching everywhere. Of course, I am touching all the SDGs, all the 17 SDGs I'm touching. And I won't be so proud to say that, but my life is World Youth Summit. It's the Association of African Future Leaders. I live to make that true. I live to make that being great. You understand? That's why I'm not committed in any other thing. So this program is about to support the United Nations Decade of Ecosystem Restoration. It is called Youth for Eco Resto. So the Youth for Eco Resto will be a 5 days kind of program that will be hosted in any country that want to host us. We are in talk with Belgium. We are in talk with Sweden. Maybe through you, we'll be in talk with with USA. So we want a country to host at least for the first time. And it will be a 5 days kind of program that will encourage the young girls to take action in restoring their ecosystem. And when we mean ecosystem, we mean everything. We mean fishery, we mean trees, we mean everything that contribute in restoring our environment. So we'll be inviting experts in environment, maybe from the United Nations Development Program and United Nations Environmental Program. We'll be inviting experts in environment, experts in ecosystem, who will come and educate these young people who will become ambassador of Youth for Eco Resto. So when they go back now in their country, they can start planting trees. They can start educating the young people, creating awareness around them to tell them that, listen, this is how we can do to avoid global warming. This is how we can do to avoid climate change. So all this kind of thing. So everything will be included. Our program is already ready. It has been written. The program deck is already final. We are just looking for partners to make our voice be heard. Partners that will host us in their countries. And young people will travel from all around the world. Of coronavirus, we'll be considering only 100 people per summit. So it will be a program that can only host 100 people, but we will be encouraging young girls and 20% young men. So this program, we will educate them, make them ambassador of the environment, and then we go back to restore the ecosystem. So this program is very dear to me, and I can't just wait to see it happen. Yeah.
Well, you know what you're talking about gels with something that we're working on. So when we get off this call, I'll talk to you about that. So this is great. Awesome projects. I'm so tickled to have been able to have this opportunity to talk with you. I mean, Hassan, this is amazing. I mean, you do hit so many different pieces of the United Nations work and doing it your own way and doing it through youth and bringing their voices to the surface. And we are very much aligned with that. We do a lot of mentorship programs and connect the young people with people like yourself and folks that will inspire them and keep them motivated. These are young leaders in the making. I've got one that's going to run the country of Tanzania, I'm pretty sure. She's only 14, but she's on the road. She's going to do it.
Wow.
And so and all the ones that we work with are fabulous. And so, you know, we can see the value in what you're doing. Absolutely. We can see it. It's very tangible when we can see some of the outcomes and some of the things that are happening. So thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Let us be of support with you and help get the word out and do whatever we can to help boost things along. So everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to frontrunnersinnovate.com and see the interview there. And we'll have more information on our young let's just say fire starter there that's actually burning up everything in a good way. We'll have plenty of information on him and ways that you can connect with him, and looking for partners, looking for sponsors, collaborators of any kind. Am I on the right track? And yeah, definitely anybody who wants to get involved and register for some of the events that they've got going on. More publicity always helps. So I'm reaching out to my fellow media, folks there as well, saying, let's get this out there so that we have more people involved. Thank you again, Hassan, and wishing you the very best always. And we'll keep up with what's going on.
Thank you so much.
Don't be surprised if we end up partnering with you on something here. So
why not?
Why not? Why not? So thank you, everybody. And until next time.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.